The holidays are here, and what better way to spend the holidays than in Florida with WWE? And who better to talk to you about it than the pride of Hagerstown, Maryland? I mean, he has a key to the city. How cool is that? WWE superstar LA Knight. Yeah, he's here. Thank you so much, LA Knight. Just what is it like for the holidays? I know you got a big match tonight. I want to talk to you a little bit about that. But first, the holidays. You got 4 big shows coming to Florida. I mean, that's going to be so cool, including Raw in Orlando. And, I mean, just what is it like just being in Florida and having shows, especially during the winter season?
Well, I mean, look, getting to live in the warm weather is nice, but, I was doing that a long time in L.A. So, getting to kind of stay down there. Actually, I am going to go home to Maryland. You mentioned Hagerstown. I'll be up there for Christmas. Get a little taste of the cold, and then back down there. A little time in Florida to, what do we got, 4 or 5 shows down there. So, plenty of time to move around, plenty of stuff for everybody to see, and everybody can get a little bit of holiday cheer on the back end of Christmas.
Holiday cheer for sure. And what's cool is, okay, so we got Saturday, December 27th in Tampa, and that'll be cool. That's at the Benchmark International Arena. Then Sunday, December 28th, Jacksonville. You got that at the ViStar Veterans Memorial Arena. Then Monday Night Raw, Orlando, Monday, December 29th, Kia Center, place that you know very well. And then also, you've got Tuesday, Fort Myers. So coming down a little bit south here for the WWE Live Holiday Tour at the Hertz Arena. So 4 big shows. And then LA Knight, you guys are coming back to South Florida in February for a SmackDown show, February 20th at the Amerant Bank Arena, home of the 2-time NHL Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers. Had to get that in there, LA Knight. But hey, speaking of SmackDown, you've got a huge match coming up, and it's against Gunther, and this is to see who's going to face John Cena in his last match, which is going to be on Saturday night's main event, which is going to be really just so cool. This is just, the whole tournament has been really good. I mean, what does it mean to you to even have this opportunity to be in this spot?
Well, look, I mean, to me, what it means is I've got a chance to beat John Cena. And if John Cena is the greatest of all time, then, what's that make me if I beat him? I don't know if it makes me the greatest of all time, but it definitely shoves me in that direction. So for me, that's really what it means. I'm not really one on, it's a dream match or any of that kind of crap. That was never really a thing for me. Anybody always asks me, what's a dream match? My dream match is whoever's the champion. That's my dream match because I want that championship. Or whoever's going to, put me in that kind of stratosphere after I beat them. And John Cena's one of those guys. So that's really what it means to me. It's not really the whole, I always wanted this or that kind of stuff or anything like that. It's I'm here to cement my own legacy. I respect everything that John Cena has ever done. And, look, we're all going to be sad to see him go. But at the end of the day, if I can get a little piece of that.
So, LA Knight, just what has this whole ride so far been like for you? Because you've been doing big things in WWE, and your fan base continues to grow.
Well, yeah, I mean, look, there's definitely been like a fever out there that just won't go away. You're talking about everybody always looks back at 2023 and goes, you came on the scene and things got big and hot and blah, blah, blah. Well, they've stayed that way now consistently this whole time. And, at this point, it's time to start putting feathers in the cap. We've got the U.S. Championship. That's cool, great. But at the same time, again, you're talking about beating John Cena. That puts another feather in my cap. That puts me one step closer to, cementing my legacy at the top of the business. But then you got to talk about championships and everything else, and I think that's what everybody's looking for.
And that's the thing for you, because I'm here. I've interviewed you before, and just even talking to you today, you're obviously the number one goal for you: main event, world champion, WrestleMania. That is LA Knight's goal. I mean, how do you get there? You've been on a roll, but how do you get there?
I'll tell you what, it doesn't matter to me if it happens at WrestleMania. It can be at Raw. Hell, they can bring back Sunday Night Heat if they want to. Whatever it is, if it's me and me coming out with a World Heavyweight Championship, the WWE Championship, whatever you want to call it, whichever one, that's what I want.
What is it like?
I keep being me. I keep doing me.
And the thing is, you do that extremely well. And just seeing you every week that you watch on TV, whether you go to live shows, big events, and everything like that, the crowd just reacts. It just goes, LA Knight number one. That's a big thing.
Yeah.
I'm just curious, for you, how much time, how much effort? Well, you've done so much on the indies. You've worked your butt off to get to where you are and where you want to be.
Sure.
What does it feel like? Do you ever get to sit back and look at it a little bit and say, yeah, here, this is it, I'm going, I'm doing? Or do you just keep going?
Very rarely, if I'm honest, and maybe that's a character flaw with me personally, but it's tough for me to get comfortable in that regard. I'm so used to being in this position where I'm justifying my existence and where I just have to keep fighting and fighting and fighting. So it's kind of tough in that fight mode, in that mode of always feeling like I'm pushing up against something. It's tough to really take a moment and go, oh, wow, this is, I've done it, or this is great. Rarely, sometimes it comes about. Sometimes I'm able to do it just a little bit. But it's never anything that I can sit in for too long.
Hey, when you were growing up in Hagerstown, you were into cross-country and track. Am I correct?
Well, yes and no. I only did it 1 year. I did it my senior year, and it turned out I was pretty damn good at it. I ended up being third on the team, state finalist. I got some scholarship offers that I didn't end up taking because I didn't want to keep running. But I really, honestly, just did it the 1 year and was rather strikingly successful at it.
That's amazing in itself. And that's why I brought this up, because I didn't know that. And I'm just thinking, like, you did it for 1 year. What made you decide to do it? Was it your senior year and you just want to go out for a sport? I mean, what was the reason behind it?
It was literally, two of my friends had started doing it. And I was just like, screw it. It'll be fun to go hang out with my boys. And at the same time, in my head, I was like, well, if I decide that I want to wrestle in the wintertime, or if I decide I want to play basketball or something like that, it'll get myself in shape. I didn't end up wrestling or playing basketball that year, but in my head, that was kind of like part of the motivation. It was really, honestly, just me getting to go and like spend more time with my friends, and we could go and do that together as well. And it just turned out that, as time progressed and I, more training and everything with all the guys, we did practices probably at least 3 days a week, if not more than that. And then the races were on Saturdays. So with all that, I just progressed steadily. And by the time we got to the end of the year, I was solid. I was one of the top 3 guys on that team.
That's cool in itself. Did you get any accolades? Did you get any awards? I mean, all area, all region, all state, anything like that?
Like I said, I was a state finalist. So when you, especially being a new guy on the team, I started out on the B team. And eventually I think I did win a B team race. So I have a first place B team little, what do you call it, a ribbon in a keepsake box that I have in my closet somewhere. But after that, then I was moved up to the A team. And at that point, there was no way I was keeping up with the guys who were at the front, the 2 guys. So it was like me and the the 4th place guy were kind of battling it out for 3rd. And the 2 guys in 1st and 2nd were just so far ahead of any of us. There was no hope or chance of getting up with those guys.
But the thing is, you scored points. You made the top 5 LA Knight, and you scored points. And I'm sure the competitiveness was there. I know you wanted to hang out with your friends and all like that, but once you get into it, because you seem like so competitive. You seem like that.
I did a little taste, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm actually kind of good at this. Then it was like, then it was like I wanted to kill.
And being from Hagerstown, and it was so cool reading about you getting to the key to the city. And I was looking even back. I was even looking back at the high school. And I know they had a guy, Aaron Brooks, who went to Penn State, and he became an Olympic bronze medalist. But, I mean, other than that, I think you're like one of the GOATs for North Hagerstown High School, if you look at it that way.
Possibly. Look, I have to at least make the claim to fame. I'm the first one to ever get the key to the city, which, they just started it with me. If I'm honest, though, sometimes when I think about that, I'm like, should that have been me? I don't know. I think about, service members and stuff like that, and people who've given their lives and stuff like that. But at the same time, it has kind of like inspired me to do more. I want to donate to causes that help the city and stuff like that. All those kinds of things that I wasn't doing before, where it's just kind of like, you know what, well, even if I don't feel like I necessarily live up to receiving the key to the city, well, if I don't feel like that before, then why don't I go ahead and do the things that would make me feel like that now?
So, hey, what does Percy Pringle, Paul Bearer mean to you? It's just a cool story there, too.
Well, I mean, you're talking about a guy who, was kind of placed with me, put with me, and over that amount of time, those 3 years that we were together, we bonded, had a friendship, and in the sense of him just kind of being just a really good person to me. Not only like willing to help or give advice or anything like that, but like literally touched that I was even asking. So, that kind of stuff just spoke to me as to who he was. And so, that's a part of my career that I look back on fondly. I've got a picture up in my office that, is a shot of him and I from the back with like smoke coming up and everything. And it's just a really, really, really cool photo from back in the NWA Hollywood, Championship Wrestling from Hollywood days.
So we got the holiday tour coming up in Florida, 4 big shows, and then also in February, SmackDown is coming to the Bank Arena here in Sunrise in South Florida. Curious, what are your thoughts of just the Florida fans and getting out there and having them see LA Knight?
Man, look, I tell you what, anywhere I go, it seems like the people, they're feeling that, I don't know, we call it the caborca, yeah. So they're feeling a little bit of that, and whether it's, Phoenix, Arizona, Austin, Texas, or anywhere down there in Florida, it's always going to be a damn good time, and I always look forward to getting down there.
And I got to ask you this before I let you go. So what was a favorite of LA Knight? Now, look, I'm not going pro wrestling on this. Listen to this. The Hero, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Celebrity Family Feud, Slim Jim, or throwing out the first pitch at a Mets game?
Well, probably Slim Jim. I mean, because that's kind of my baby now at this point. I've been kind of the main face of those commercials, me and the Macho Man. Yeah. So it's got to be that an iconic brand, an iconic partnership, and me kind of leading the charge with that.
And lastly, LA Knights, and always continued success for you. Just awesome. Keep going. Keep doing your thing. Hey, when you were a kid, did you get a Hulk Hogan buddy for Christmas? Did you get one of the pillows, an Ultimate Warrior pillow? Did you get something wrestling for Christmas?
No, I always got something wrestling for Christmas. I never had a wrestling buddy. I always wanted one. Never got one. My neighbor had one. But I usually just ended up wrestling big teddy bears. The way they flopped around was, it worked out pretty well when you gave them a clothesline and their legs would go flying. So, never had any actual wrestling buddies. So the cool thing now, though, is apparently they made one of me. So I'll wait for them to send me one. And finally I'll have a wrestling buddy, and it'll be me.
Nothing better than that. And that's the way it ended. Hey, LA Knight, thank you so much for your time as always.
Of course, man. Thank you.
Appreciate you guys.